to buy Canelo versus Golovkin at $16.95. Press box office on your Sky remote or visit BoxNation.com.
CASSIUS here with Frank Warren. Frank, summary of Billy Joe Saunders' performance over Willie Monroe?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
You know, he went out there, the important thing was to win. Willie Monroe is a very awkward customer, in some ways quite a negative fighter. And I think Bill did a bit of ring rust, which he got out of his system. He's got 12 rounds in the bank. I think that stands him in good stead. And now he's in a position where hopefully he's going to get the winner of this big fight that takes place tonight.
He wants to fight in December again.
I want him to fight. He'll fight in December. We'll have him out again in December, and we'll have to look and see. Hopefully, it's Golovkin. Golovkin comes through.
I mean, it's been a long road for Billy Joe since obviously you signed him after he was in the Olympics, and you know your relationship with him. You stuck by each other, and you've got him to the point where he's at, Frank. But he has been inactive over 2 fights since he fought Andy Lee. But now there's no messing about. Now he needs to crack on for these big fights.
Even if these, you know, hopefully it's not going to be the case. But if, for example, if you know, either of those guys, whoever wins, if he got cut or whatever was out, I'd still make sure Bill fights in December. He needs to fight. So he needs to keep the momentum going now. You know, he had was it 12 weeks in training camp for this fight, and remember he was coming in very, very heavy. So now he'll be back in the gym. He'll probably have a week off, back in the gym, and get ready for December. He would definitely fight in December.
Absolutely, but like I said, new training team for him now, and he seems
he's
to.
Got, you know, it's given him sort of impetus, and it's also given him, you know, his previous two trainers have been really, been good guys. But you know, it seems he's settled down with Dominic. I think Dominic's a real disciplinarian, and he's kept him, kept him focused, taken him away from his environment by being up in Sheffield for part of the time, then going across to Spain. So keeping him away from his environment, keeping an eye on him, getting to understand what nutrition's about, and not blowing up in weight and keeping that weight down. He's a young man, and he's got everything to go for.
Frank, just a comment on the weighing yesterday. I know you weren't best too pleased with it. I know it's done with now, but
it's done with now. I don't like it. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, it's wrong, and I didn't like it, and it certainly did not sit right with me. I'm not going to have a row with anyone. Or certainly going to upset Bill before his fight, and obviously we'll talk about it. But he apologised. His young lad apologises, in the ring to him. But certainly we don't need that. I don't need that. And more importantly, Willie Monroe or for that matter, any other boxer doesn't need it. But anyway, it's a lesson learned. We'll make sure nothing like that happens in the future.
We saw Tyson Fury here today, getting absolutely mobbed everywhere.
He's lost a bit of weight.
Dropped a bit of weight. Did you speak to him tonight, Frank?
Yeah, I speak to him tonight. Yeah, I speak to him every now and then, and he was, he just can't wait to get back in the ring. And I think that's really what really he needs to be doing. I mean, it's nearly 2 years since it's 2 years, isn't it, since he fought, and that doesn't make sense for a guy who's in his prime and he's not been able to capitalise on his winning the world title, not one world, winning all the belts. And I think the shame about it is that even if he is guilty of whatever they're saying, of this drug thing, even if he was guilty, he'd have served some time by now, as a suspension. If he is guilty, if he's not guilty, then it's a travesty. But the bottom line is he needs to be fighting, he needs to be in the ring. He's a young man, boxing's a young man's game, and and the sport needs him, as you just said. He gets mobbed everywhere he goes. The fans like him, he's a nice guy. There's times where he says things I know that upset people, and quite rightly so, but he is a character. He's funny when you get to know him, you talk to him, he's funny, he's quite sincere in the way, in the things that he says and so forth, and I just feel that he just deserves a break there. He's done his time. Football, these type of things happen. They hear the case straight away. This has been going on for ages.
Dragged on,
It's not fair. It's not fair on the guys.
All right, quick one on Canelo-Golovkin, obviously.
Well,
on BoxNation tonight.
we're just Bill and I want to see the fight tonight, and then obviously I've got to go to work, haven't I? I've got to go to work and deliver. I've got to be the postman.
Order it now if you haven't already done it.
Order it now if you haven't seen it yet. BoxNation, channel 490. Get that little button and press it, and you can buy it. It's going to be a great fight. Buy it, buy it.
Yeah.
To buy Canelo versus Golovkin at $16.95, press box office on your Sky remote or visit BoxNation.com.